My name is Edmund Wong. I am the third generation business owner of Kim Choo Kueh Chang. It started off as an F&B business and eventually expanded into fashion, textile and tourism industry. People see Peranakan as having to be very much about the marriage of races, but it's very much about the marriage of cultures that gives us our identity. I think synonymously, Kim Choo equals rice dumplings. But we also hope that people remember our actual name. My name is Edmund Wong. I am the third generation business owner of Kim Choo Kueh Chang. This business started off from my grandma. Her name is Kim Choo. Since 1945, she started selling rice dumplings under the banyan tree of the cross junction of Joo Chiat Place and Everett Road. Our business grew mainly because of how we brought our own interest into the business. It started off as an F&B business, then eventually expanded into fashion, textile and tourism industry. We have 4 units. Our main shop is located at 60 and 62 Joo Chiat Place, where it produces all the kuehs and rice dumplings. Here at 111 East Coast Road is our boutique shop that showcases everything Peranakan. This place is purely for us to be able to interact with visiting guests who want to find out more about our shared culture. Much of our collection here are family heirloom collections. We have them in part of our family and we thought we could share a little bit more stories about them. The reason why we want to maintain this business is also to be able for us to have this platform to share. Now, being Peranakan is not being exclusively racially Peranakan. We hope that more of us can come to appreciate that this culture belongs to all of us. So the different variations of products that we have here ranges from not just only rice dumplings. We produce Nonya kuehs, we do handcraft works, we do textile, we do kabayas. Mainly all these things intertwine with what we call our shared culture in Peranakan. It's not so much about the marriage of races that defines us, but it's very much about the marriage of cultures that gives us our identity. So much of the things that we do, like eating kuehs, the way in which we communicate with each other, the environment that we're in, tells us that we have a shared community.
I'm a patron of Kim Choo Kueh Chang for almost about 40 years. I like the authenticity and the flavor of the bacang, especially the Nonya bacang. The consistency of the bacang, the rice, the fillings, the flavor is always the same. We actually buy the bacang weekly, so it's not just only the dragon boat festival.
In the festive season, we have 8 stations wrapping rice dumplings, and every station we have to have an average of at least 1,000 pieces a day. They are priced between $3.50 onwards all the way to about $7. Different generations would have different challenges. For example, when my parents took over from my grandma, there were challenges in terms of, do we want to just sell rice dumplings or do we want to bring up our grandma's recipes to sell kuehs also? So there was a bit of struggle, and at the end of it all, we decided to just bring all grandma's recipe out. And right now we are in the phase whereby we are faced with manpower problems. All this creation of the kuehs and rice dumplings especially requires a lot of manpower. We cannot use machines to help us automate the wrapping of rice dumplings now. In a production, we can easily have maybe 15 to 20 staff. So what we try to achieve right now is to find ways in which we can cut down on our manpower on various aspects of our business operations and focus on production more. To be able to achieve that, we need to be able to tap on existing technologies like the online platform, having to engage third-party delivery services. We really started having to sell online maybe about 15 years ago, but it didn't pick up as well as recent years, mainly because I think suddenly there's a great awareness that it's better to buy online, it's convenient, you don't even need to travel out, and then people started to use their mobile phones to buy. So I guess the awareness of convenience allowed our online realm to be a little bit more accepted. I think having to maintain ourselves as custodians of the culture also help us to somehow or other generate interest in the culture and to sustain this heritage business that we have. Just imagine if one of these days all of us may not have this understanding of why we eat rice dumplings, why we eat kuehs the way we eat, the way we fashion ourselves. Eventually this business will die. So I believe that a viable business like ourselves is a good combination for us to survive.
Biggest challenges in making kabaya is if we do from scratch, it takes a long time to finish. So we try our best to do ready-made sizes
from SS all the way to triple XL sizes.
So that customers can buy and wear them out immediately.
They may range from as affordable as about $85 onwards, all the way to perhaps $350. Grandma Kim Choo left us this message to know that there'll be tribulations, there'll be challenges in life, even in business. We have to come together as a family unit to ensure that this maintains throughout the next generation or beyond.